All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to ISCL. And we have finally come to the first round of the playoffs. It's between BTE, that's BadTrip Esports, and TRN8, and we are going on border today. So, meanwhile, let's get started. We have two great teams. Joining me today is Dots. So,
Hello,
that's great. How
everyone.
are you doing, Dots?
Yeah, I'm doing fine today. It's been a great day so far, and I'm pretty hyped about this match. I know both the team very well, like Battery Sports. I played against them a couple of times, screamed against them multiple times, and TRN8 is a fellow team in the country, so played multiple times in many tournaments, even in LAN also. They're a pretty good team, to be honest.
Well, I would agree to that. Both of these teams are very great. BT is one of the good teams. They were runner up in Legion tournament which recently happened, and we all know that TRN8 Valiants is a very great team coming out from Bangladesh. They have some great players, and when I look at their KD ratio, I'm like, wow, that is something I look forward to someday. Let's get to the pick and ban. What type of bans are you expecting over here?
I will expect a Nomad ban, to be honest, at least from TRN8 side, in my opinion. And
Well,
yeah,
you were
there's a
right.
Nomad.
There goes Nomad. So that's some great. We are gonna see some aggressive plays coming out.
Yeah, the thing about this map is actually they're not more flanking routes rather than running out. Like there are a lot of running out potential. So having the nomad like potentially decreases their chances for the attacking side. So like TRN8 banning that nomad, yeah, will give them an advantage for having those cheeky runouts from ventilation window or the door.
Well, that's right. And their dispatch, there goes Buck and Echo. Buck, has a lot of vertical gameplay and has a very powerful gun right to its arm. So Buck, I don't know. Is it a targeted ban? I'm not very sure.
I don't think it's a targeted ban, but as a map wise for border, yeah, buff is a pretty common ban I've seen, but its ban rate should be around 60% or 65%, in my opinion, in subcontinent. What I've seen so far through streams and tournaments.
Well, that's right. We see a Valkyrie ban coming out. Usually on border, I, you know, usually suspect a Mira ban coming out. Valkyrie denies so much intel, but at the same time, it's the home ground. Like
The thing
what?
is, the Valkyrie ban came out from TRN8. I'm not sure why they would do that since they're starting on the defense. So they're not like confident enough playing the Valk or their Intel game, not confident. But I'm not sure. Like I thought they will keep the Valk and ban Mira, because Mira is a pretty strong operator
Well,
in terms of holding angles and
that's
that.
true in terms of holding the site and providing that intel for runouts. Mira is a great operator, and let's not get started on how
Attackers need to
great
locate and
that
defuse bombs.
Vector is as a gun.
Yeah, true, true. The Vector is a pretty good and high fire rate. I think it's 1200. So dealing a lot of damage in a very little time. In close range, it's a pretty effective gun. So yeah, like Mira, pretty strong operator, and since border is a kind of a close border map in terms of other recent rolling maps, so yeah, Mira will have a very strong presence on the defensive side.
Border is a very close combat
10
match,
seconds
and
to go.
Mira can actually, change the dynamics of how a team performs on
5
defense.
seconds remaining.
And at this point, I am not pretty sure if the Valkyrie ban was
Attackers are
the right
moving out to
choice by
locate a bomb and
TRN8.
defuse it.
What do you think about this thoughts? What do you think about the Valkyrie ban
The
completely?
Valkyrie ban, to be honest, I'm not sure why they would do that. I think they wanted to play a little bit more aggressively and not stay on those camps for a while. Like use a Mira and play aggressively. I think for that reason they wanted to take out the Valkyrie so that when the swap happens after 6 rounds, BT doesn't have that advantage. Doesn't be able to take the advantage.
Well, that's true. What do we see here? We already see a disconnect coming out and defense already going low on manpower, seeing that they just had to DC. That's not the and as we see the operator lineup there, Thatcher,
Attackers
Sophia,
have located a bomb.
Ghana, and that's a weird combination, but it looks pretty great. As for BT, we know that they try out new things different.
Yeah, I've seen BD try on different things overall, and this lineup is pretty aggressive in my opinion. You know, like only one Hibana being the sole hard picture, and they have four sets of smoke, two with Jackal and with Whitlock. So yeah, like in terms of frag power, BD can play a lot of aggressive. Once they are getting disconnected from TRN8, we'll have a lot of pressure on the defensive side.
Knock knock.
That's pretty much the case over here. Having a higher manpower can change things, but let's not forget that we are a strong team, and they have already won this 30 seconds mark, and we haven't seen anything coming out from BT's side. There's Mira, fight going on between Mira and Jackson. And Mira is kind of cornered. I feel like there's scripting looking through that Mira hole. There's
Yeah, they're trying to
and
bottom in.
Dark Lord takes a player, and there goes Mira.
What shot from Mira?
It's a 5v2 situation. That goes down. Jackal takes out Archangel. 5v1 now.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
He has to take down 5v1 and
Pretty tough situation for Jaeger. He's able to get one kill.
there goes one. The Wingman dispatches off and leaves out with 4th. Hatcher already being low on HP, but they're kind of critics that Jaeger is coming
What
back.
a
There
shot.
goes Sophia, but more Dark Lord dispatches off Jaeger finally. BTE taking this round.
Yeah, the final shot from Jaeger on the Zofia was a very good one, but you know, like ultimately it's a 3v1 still. So yeah, Jaeger didn't really have a lot of chances.
Well, due
But
to this connection, we are gonna have a rehost, guys. Give us a minute. We'll be back to you with the match. And welcome back, guys. We had a small technical difficulty over here and had to go for a rehost, but that's okay. Meanwhile, the last player from BadTrip Esports joined. We'll just go through the KD ratios of these players and let's see how they do. Going out for Flame Blame, oh my god, that's a zero point 0.9. Oh god, that's a very high KD. 1.3. Are you kidding me, Dash? Are you kidding me? Another one solid KD coming out from Scriptic. Going to Wingman, it's another one. That's a pretty standard one ratio coming out on an average coming out from BTE. While we see R changes KD, that's again a zero point 0.9. So that's great. We go to Majima's KD and that's 1.1. Amazing KD. Panda is another 1.1 with that gold rank. I am pretty sure Panda is having a lot of trolls out there in rank.
in ranked matches. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
1.1 again coming out, and last being Supreme with the 0.9. Once again, a very strong KD coming out from both these teams. That's some great. I'm expecting some great fights and gameplays coming
yeah.
out right now from TRN8 and BTE. What is your take over here, Dots? Which team do you support more?
I would say I would just support more, but from my experience, this is a personal experience in terms of playing the game so far. I think BadTrip does have a little bit more advantage because I've seen them screaming a lot, and in recent times they have actually improved in screams. Like it was really tough to. We actually went neck to neck. For example, we went 5-5, or like we won by 5-6. So in terms of like position or who's stronger or favorite, I'll say battery. I'll incline more to battery than TRN8, just because of I don't have that much intel on TRN8, especially this lineup. So I'm gonna go with battery having that advantage.
Well,
What's your take, Tanisha?
that's true. BadTrip is a very strong team, and so is TRN8. But at this point, TRN8, since you are supporting BadTrip, I'm gonna go for the boys TRN8 Valiants. I am rooting for them. Then let's see who wins it out. Both of them are pretty strong teams. While we still wait on Dark Lord to come, that's quite a wait, Dark Lord. You're making people
And
do.
what
Oh,
I've seen so far in the first round, my take is that like this will actually the team who will win more gunfight, the early gunfights to be more exact, will have the advantage at the end of the round because border being a kind of a close combat a little bit more than the other trolling maps. So getting those initial frags will give a much more breathing room or advantage to the team.
well, that's true. Here we see Ariel trolling everybody. He does not upload Moss. He is Moss. Nice, Ariel.
Ariel and his trolling, classic Ariel, I would
Well,
say.
there is some Moss jokes. We all in the community, we all have that love hate relationship with Moss, don't we now? Because sometimes it can be a pain. But what's your take on that, Dots? Do you find Moss a little irritating? Is it?
Yeah, I actually find Moss a little bit irritating because it, on average, it my FPS actually comes down by 30 or 40 on average, and I do have a 144 hertz setup, so having those 30 or 40 FPS down when I'm playing with Moss kind of irritates me a lot, because on average 30 or 40 FPS means a lot for 144 hertz setup, but there's no other way, but we do need something for ensure that fair play. So I'm irritating with Moss, but I do think there's no other way. So I do think we should all run it.
That's true. That's true. Sorry, guys, the hold up is a little long as we wait for two players now, Dark Lord and Supreme from TRN8. Please give us some time.
I think Supreme just went for a little bit more warm up in Tihan. I think he just left for. Let's just say that I want to practice a little bit more. I want to warm up. Okay.
Well, all right. Welcome back, everybody, to the
Yeah,
match.
yeah,
We
start.
are facing a lot of
Yeah, mods is
technical
on.
difficulties at this moment, and BadTrip Esports is gonna go
Yeah, ready,
4v5
ready, ready.
against TRN8 Valiants at this point, cause their player Dark Lord is facing some game issues. I know we all have been there facing the R6 issues, Uplay issues coming out, but okay, let's get started. What do you think, Dots? What's gonna happen? Does this 4v5 is gonna give a lead to TRN8 at this point?
I think so. Like I think it will give a massive advantage to them because they're on the defense side, and Siege by default has always been a defender-sided game a little bit, and playing 4v5 in defense, I think TRN is gonna have a huge advantage. So it's gonna be real tricky for BadTrip Esports, and they're in a really pinch situation. And
Well,
let's see how they come out from this situation, and like is their fifth gonna join or they can take them with 4v5.
that's true. If Darklord does not join on time and a lot of rounds go out of the hand from BT, that is going to be pretty difficult to make a
Attackers need to
comeback.
locate and
But then
defuse as many
again,
bombs
that
as
is
they
how we
can.
start. Now, let's get into the preparation phase of BadTrip. So, Rod, what do you think about the defend lineup coming up? There's Maestro, there's Hager, there's Smoke, Mozzie, and Bandit.
Reloading.
That's a lot of manpower is like one
Yeah,
person in the
they're
team, but
actually
there's a lot of
you know
intent
Mark
out
YSL.
here.
yeah, Intel, and also they're also going for a lot of trees operator. I see only Smoke and
10 seconds
Master
remaining.
being the denial operator. So I think like playing first round we saw that like they were pretty aggressive with their push, even though it was a like
Attackers must
hard
locate and defuse
armored
the
push. They
bomb.
were pretty aggressive. So I think they want to counter that by playing aggressive, and since it's a 5v4 for them, so yeah, they're gonna enjoy that advantage, the one manpower advantage, a lot.
Well, let's hope that is the case right now for TRN8 as we see some early reports are coming out from Dash. And we see some reinforced forces going out by RC. Flame has already gotten into the map and has gotten CCTV control. Yes, he has that CCTV control and tries to peek. While we see Eagle already being low on HP, he has taken a fight and does not go over and has had very good
Yeah,
HP.
and what I've said before, like that we were pretty aggressive in the first round, and in this round also, they're like only 1 minute rounds, and they have already taken CCTV control and it's just control, I believe, so comfortably. So yeah, like we are pretty confident with their like attacking style or the attacking
Bomb
style. They're pretty
located by
confident.
attackers.
Well, that's the confidence actually right now. I just hope they are not more confident about it and can take down TRN8 at this point. Ivana Breach coming out and Smoke holding answering pretty well at this point, not peeking, knowing that he can actually lose a man advantage over there.
Yeah, and having this new shield, which have been launched with this recent season, like it's a huge advantage for them because they doesn't necessarily have to play the Mira, and still get those intel and play behind a safe, potentially safe position and get those the picks, the quick picks.
Smoke is sensing Hibana being behind the
In
wall.
position.
And that's a,
Tries to deny the plan. Less than a minute remaining on the clock.
so 50 seconds remain, less than 50 seconds remaining on the clock, and you have been both Smoke. Oh no, what are you doing, Smoke? Why'd you do that?
Wow, what just happened right there? Oh,
I'm
and
not sure
then
what.
Big Man takes a kill on Panda.
Attackers have dropped the bomb
This is
diffuser.
Off by taking out the air force team. Dash takes a kill and so does Skiptic. It's a 3v2 situation as the plant goes down and he rotates back to side, knowing where the Hibana might be going for the plant.
Attackers
But
activating
instead,
diffuser.
the plant goes down and Hibana
Reloading.
while Dash tries to take down who's already very low on HP, and there goes Supreme. Dash dispatches Supreme and Skiptic takes out Archangel. What a match! A 4v5
Oh my
out.
god, what did we just witness? I'm just lost of words. Like they had the advantage, TRN had the advantage, and everything was going out for them. Like BadTrip did get the first frag, but it was still 4v4, and like the Whitlock was taken out pretty quickly in a matter of 3 or 4 seconds. So they did have the manpower advantage, but within the last 30 seconds, BadTrip just pushed the side and cleared everyone out. Like what a coordination from BadTrip Esports, and what a lovely coordination from them,
Well,
taking
that's
control of
true.
the site.
Some great coordination and aggressive plays from BadTrip Esports made them land another round and make a certain amount of domination on TRN8, making it a 2-0 score. Come on, TRN8, you got to do this. You got to take those rounds back.
Defenders, protect your bombs
Yes,
from
this
being
is
defused by attackers.
2 rounds already down. This is gonna be disheartening for TRN8, but like BadTrip Sports still doesn't have that one man disadvantage. So TRN8 should take advantage of this and take at least a couple of rounds in their favor on the defense side. Otherwise, when the round does happen, when the World Cup does happen, it's gonna be pretty tough for TRN8.
Well, we see that right now there is a certain amount of domination that's going out fine.
10
We
seconds
we
remaining.
see the same liners coming out from both the teams at this point.
5 seconds to go.
And I really want to see if Gavin can take it around. No.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So I understand what actually happened with Smoke. I'm so slow. So what happened with Smoke is actually he threw a smoke, right? Smoke canister, but it was misthrown. So he wanted to pick that smoke canister up, but instead he just picked that shield.
Well, that was a very risky move coming out from Smoke at this point. I was like, wait, what is Smoke doing? He just got his
Exactly.
fall back. I mean, utility is important, but he almost gave his life out because of that shield.
And like doing that, like he actually lost that intel, which he was having because of the shield. So he lost that intel and he wasn't able to, get the information after pushing on off.
Well, there's already a CCTV push which has come out from BadTrip Esports, and once again they have a certain amount of CCTV control at their advantage at this point. Well, Gridlock spots out Mozzie and right for that.
BadTrip again and again in every round playing aggressively and taking the control of CCTV in a matter of like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. And TRN not doing anything to counter that. Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Bomb has been located.
You should at least play a little bit aggressive since you have that man advantage. Like don't let them have the take control of CCTV within 30 seconds or 40 seconds. Like give them a little bit of fight, let them have them. Use a couple of their. Oh no! Smoke is taken down from below. I think
Well,
that's
yes.
Jackal.
That's true. They dropped down that hatch and out of smoke, but takes a counter fight. Being low on HP takes a fight with Jaeger. Jaeger knows where he is and tries to find out while that smoke loss is going to cause TRN8 a lot of problems as Flame really, takes out HP from that Jaeger.
What are they doing?
And there goes Archangel. Catches Archangel out while there's
Attackers dropped the
another.
diffuser.
Sorry.
What a shot from Jaeger.
Taking out a 2K, taking out Wingman and taking one after another. Both of the third, but Himana falls back and they are ready on and they cannot really afford that type of mistake at this point. And there goes another kill from the Jaeger. He takes a Cryptic. It's a 3K for him. Goes to take out Jackal at this point. Knows where he is. And he's not taking out, he's just holding that angle. But Panda takes out Flame. It's a win for TRN8 Valiants.
So finally, TRN has been able to get one round on the board. But the thing is about in this round, they have won actually on the shoulder of Jaeger, like getting those 3 kills, the triple kills, especially on that guy who was watching the 90 hallway below the cam. So that was a very good shot from Jaeger. And the thing about what I'm wondering, like Bandit was, a lot of HP was taken off from Bandit by the Jackal from below, and Bandit moved. But as soon as Bandit moved, Maestro took his position, and like it was a free kill for Jackal. I'm not sure why Maestro would do that. Like there should be some communication from Bandit. Like Jackal is playing from below. I'm getting shotted from below, so don't go in that direction. But no, Master just went in there, and that was an easy kill for Jackal.
Well, there is some intel miscoordination which is coming out, but that happens in a sweaty match like this. While we just had a look at the scoreboard a while ago, and there's some
Attackers
great
need to
coordinated
locate and
plays coming
defuse as
out
many
from
bombs as they
BTE,
can.
while TRN8 plays very copybook play. The support players are playing at their place, while the fraggers go out for the cheeky frags at this point.
We can see a little bit change in lineup, like they're swapping Jackal for Sledge, for essentially, like setting up those vertical play from Armory. So, but I still believe Jackal was in my opinion, a little better choice for BT, to
10 seconds
shut
left.
off one of the roamers so that it isn't able to roam a lot and
5
get those
seconds
intel,
left.
essentially. But let's see, bringing the Sledge
Attackers must
instead of
locate
Jackal.
and defuse a bomb.
How good does it work for BadTrip?
At this point, teams are doing pretty well, and as we see another sheet coming out, and Panda holding out, roaming and holding out for his team. While there's some vertical gameplay coming out from Legion and Panda at the same time. Flame once again gets through that CCTV and goes on that early roam, trying to find who is actually roaming so that he has a edge right there.
So, Ariel, can you show me how many people are roaming in top floor? Okay, I think it's 2 people only. It's 2 people roaming top floor and 3 people holding side. Pretty standard, I would say.
But 2 people roaming on the top floor is, kind of standard, but at the same time, with the manpower loss, it is those who can take out the board. That is how amazing it can be at times.
Yeah, that is also true. Like BT does have that one-man disadvantage, and yeah, TRN is gonna have that full advantage of this backpack. Oh no, Scripting is able to take the Jaeger. What a shot from the Hibana.
Well, Scriptic plays support and fragging both well, and there we see some great Scriptic plays coming out. That was a beautiful shot, and he dispatches off Panda. It's a 4v4, and we have almost hit the 130-second mark, while Wingman tries to take control of Armory.
Okay, I'm not getting this. Like TRN, you have that advantage, you have that 45 advantage, but why are you losing that advantage pretty early in the round? That team is able to, like exploit their position and take one of the TRN pretty early, I would say. In the last 2 rounds, one of the member from TRN has taken out in 1 minute or 1 minute 10 seconds.
And then a lot of
bomb has been located.
coming out from BTE. They are trying to find smoke in that side so that they can clear one out.
Attackers have located a bomb.
For the plant. Smoke tries to fall back and rotate. Why? No, actually he looks at the stairs, trying to see if somebody can get onto it. But there we see
What a great shot from the dog on the
Dog
slave.
takes out flame, and there goes another kill. Scripting has a double kill, takes out one more. There's smoke. There goes that plant denier from left side. And it's a 2v3 situation at this point, while Dash goes for another kill, but Scripting takes out Archangel. But at the same time, BT has a loss over there of their operator as Supreme takes out Dash. It's a 1v1 situation between
15 seconds left.
and Doc. He knows where Doc is playing, but no. Sorry, Bandit is playing, but no, Bandit is a little faster, and Supreme takes a Scripting. They're making it an equalizer 2-2 situation now in this match.
Yep. So TRN are definitely enjoying that man advantage, but in this map, like Scripting, wow, what a play from man. So you getting those early frags, Scripting was able to give BT a little bit breathing space, but like you can't always depend on one person to get all the frags. Like the other have to step up and get those frags. But also the 2 frags from Doc from below, I think it was pretty amazing. And yeah, like BadTrip, it was a little misplay from BadTrip. Like two of them getting down from Doc. Like that shouldn't have happened. And
Well, yes, that's true.
Attackers need
But
to locate and
sometimes
defuse
you
bombs.
cannot actually like make it out in a match that's where a goal is coming from, and sometimes can get caught off guard. It happens, and that is all these pro plays and these tournaments are about to see, to catch somebody off guard and to see that moment which we usually prefer. That's why
Yeah.
we are so stuck to this game. It gives us so many. Oh my god, what is that?
So for their third defense, on the third side, they're going to bottom tailor.
10 seconds
And
to insertion.
they choose to opt out Mira on this side. I'm not sure
5
why.
seconds to go.
I've seen a lot of team taking bottom tailors as their third side. But
Attackers are moving
when there's
to
Mira on
bomb.
their, on the board, like having Mira for this objective is a huge advantage for the defender. But it seems like TRN8 is opting not bringing the Mira instead of bringing three speed operators.
Well, there must be some strategy coming out from TRN8 at this point. If they are not going for a standard pick like Mira, there must be something that they are planning about.
Let's see what's their plan actually.
Swapping mags!
It's pretty nice to see a little bit different from all the common plays and the common strat that has been played or tried out. So TRN8 we're doing a little bit different. Yeah, it's going pretty interesting to see.
Well, that's true, as BD already has a little bit of control in that. And then we see Panda going out for that bandit trick. Can he do it?
I'm
But
not
I
sure.
think
Oh, he was able. What just happened there? Oh no. The Hibana was placed in the middle of two reinforced walls. So,
well, we saw
Attackers
that
have dropped the bomb.
BD bandit falling back, but there are three roamers above the side and same gets that lesion mine on himself, having an HP loss. And at the same time, we know that Jaeger knows where that block is, but Archangel takes out scripting and Wingman trades off Archangel for scripting. It's a 3v4 situation. Wingman tries to find Jaeger, but no, Jaeger comes out of fountain and takes the kill. There goes one more 2v4 situation in favor of TRN8 at this point. But Zofia tries to speak out, but Panda takes out dash and goes to a 1v4 situation for her to clutch out. She takes that fight with Bandit at this point and tries to go for it. But Panda being the Bandit is there. Jaeger holds it out from the soft wall, but Jaeger falls back, and there Zofia takes out Jaeger. He's down, and there goes Jaeger. It's a 1v3 situation for Big Man to clutch it out at this point. But all the exits, all the entry points are being covered by TRN8 and they are already on that ADS trying to have that advantage.
yeah. So start of the round, like every other round, like BadTrip are enjoying that man advantage, like they're being able to take one man off the board from TRN8, but still at near the end of the round, like TRN is able to push back, and like having those man advantage
15 seconds to
is
go.
actually proving
Well, Sophia
detrimental
has
for
only 15 seconds,
10 seconds left.
on the clock, and he doesn't know what to do. He tries to go for that
remaining.
start, but no, they get this
Flicks from Dom.
out by Dom, and TRN8 winning one goes on, taking the try to lead at this point.
So yes, so far TRNs are definitely enjoying their advantage, and I'm kind of starting to feel bad for BadTrip, but still they're still on their attacking side, and it's the last round of their attack. So even if they can make it 3-3, they're gonna have a pretty good going, considering like Siege has always been a little bit defender sided, and Border is definitely a defender sided. If the operator lineup are played well, so BadTrip should win this round to give them a little bit more breathing space.
That's true, but even playing only 4 players out of 5, BadTrip is doing pretty well. They got around. They're not letting out of that lead, and
Attackers
there's a
need
good
to
chance
locate
that
and
that
defuse
might not
bombs.
happen. As we look at the scoreboard, we see 5 kills coming out from scripting. That's a great fragging potential while playing an operator like Hibana, and
Like
6 kills coming out from Jaeger, 2 from Archangel, 2 from Supreme, and 26 from Panda. That's a very coordinated scoreboard I see over here from both of you.
Yeah, the scoreboard So that's represented like what BadTrip is lacking, that one man advantage, disadvantage. So yeah, it's costing them a lot of rounds, a lot of games. The scoreboard does reflect that
10
because
seconds to go.
only one player is getting 5 kills and one player is getting six kills from each of the
5
team.
seconds
So
remaining.
it's pretty decent in terms of the frag potential.
Attackers
But
must locate and defuse
in
a
the
bomb.
overall side, yeah, BadTrip is
But both these two teams are so good with their aim and their strategy that sometimes it just comes down to those, small, close combat fights which can actually change the dynamics at this point.
so for the final defense. TRN8 have chose to go to the armory defense, and let's see if BadTrip is going for the same armory push. I think they should change their plan. Yeah, they're trying to go for a different push this time. Office take.
Well, there is some different type of push coming out as Panda holds
Changing mags.
those AC wins. He must be expecting Zofia, and Zofia is not trying to rush into things. She pushed back, clearing the way, while Alibi pulled out.
So we say the one of the wall from the office has been breached by Hibana. It's gonna give them a line of sight, a long line of sight to be exact, all the way to the archive. So let's see how they're able to take advantage of the side they have created.
And Hibana
Whoa.
sees that Alibi. This is that shot that is something. While Panda focuses on taking Hibana out, knowing that Alibi might use that support
Bomb
at
has
this
been
point.
located.
Gets thrown out as Jackal once again. What a shot! What has come out? Jackal crosses out, but cannot help but go.
What are you doing, Zofia?
Zofia is little careless, loses a lot of HP. Maestro knows that Zofia is playing over there. Does not go for that vicinity,
But no, Zofia wins the fight.
Maestro, and at the same time, Flame gets dispatched off, and Zofia
Attackers
is
drop
really
the
low on that
diffuser.
HP. We see Alibi taking out Hibana 2v4 at this point, with Zofia being really low on HP. Well, Alibi knows that somebody might come from east entrance,
It's just
and there
that
goes
that
that 1v4
Bomb
situation.
located by attackers.
is the Zofia again all alone in a 1v4 situation. They does have that knowledge, and yep, Peter was able to take the Zofia.
What
And
a
so
round! What a round!
So going for two before the swap, I'm not gonna say it's like worst, considering that they have to play 4v5 all this time. But yeah, now they're going on a defense, so they can enjoy that 5-minute advantage, and if they're able to hold these sides pretty well, so
Well,
yeah.
that's true. It's 2-4 and a side swap coming up. BT's player Dark Lord is back, and there can be certain amount of changes we might see, and this can be a complete table turner at this point. Buck, come on, Echo.
The first two round have been won by BT, the blue team, and the rest four are won by orange.
Blue win, and there were orange wins after that.
Chat's muted, right?
Well, meanwhile, as the teams join, we see a lot of well thoughts. I want to really point out over here that Zofia was not, like, she did not have a proper presence of mind at a point. That's why she had a lot of HP loss coming out on those AC events. What do you think?
Yeah, I think since you decided to push archive from the office side, and you have one of your operators playing the AC window, you should put some pressure, or at least use your utility, right? I saw that Zofia had both of her lifeline and that impact intact. So why not use those? Like use those, and since your team does know that one guy's playing behind that bomb or in an archive variant, you know that general position of a player. So like put some pressure, right? So put some pressure from the window. You can use your lifeline, and with that moment, you'll have a window to push from that breach wall which you have created, right? But Zofia, I'm not sure what happened there. Like I think miscommunication, or Zofia was pretty busy, like trying to get that sandwich guy, the Jaeger. I think she was concerned for the Jaeger and like forgot for a moment like there was a guy playing behind a bomb. I think in a moment she actually thought that, yeah, if the guy who's playing behind the bomb just tries to pick the one of her teammate will be able to get with the line of sight they have created to the Hibana. I think that was their plan. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Well, that can be the plan and cannot be the plan at this point. It's really hard for me to, come down to a conclusion that who is going to take this match away.
Yes, being into 5v5 now, I think yeah they're on a level field, back to Esports, and since they're on the defense, I'm saying this again and again because being on the defense side will give you a little bit advantage since the attacker is the one who has to push, and you have that Mira now with you, and add to that with the new shield mechanism. So yeah, I think Battery still doesn't have a chance to take this map away.
That's true, that's true.
So we are waiting for everyone to join.
Well, we
I
are
think
almost there. Once again, we are waiting for Dark Lord to join.
so. I think this makes that there will be no more rehost, even if there's some issues. So this is the final rehost which has been used by BadTrip Sports.
Hmm.
We're still waiting on the last guy. Well, five of the TRN8 members have already joined the lobby. They're going pretty strong at the moment.
Well, some issues are coming from BT side, but it's okay. It's gonna get resolved any minute now. We'll be back.
What? I don't know what is going on. He says he's coming. He's coming.
Okay, I'm
Ariel.
interested to see how like TRN8 attack the sites at the moment because they do have that two-round advantage with them, and like are they going to be aggressive like Battery Esports, or they're going to play like passive and like plan on the very last minute or the very last 10 or 20 seconds?
As far as I know, TRN8 or any place I have seen coming out from TRN8 dots, they might play aggressive, or they play very need oriented attack. I feel like they do try to play aggressive, but if it does not work out for them, they do play it safe, take a little time, and then
Yeah,
come back with a bang.
like take one thing at a time, like going through the like list of objectives, like first stop the banner trick, open the wall, then clear out the site, make sure the site is clear, then smoke and plant like that. Okay.
Meow.
Hey,
Are we muted? Well,
Ready, ready,
here we
ready,
are
Moss
ready,
ready,
ready.
Moss
again.
ready.
Ariel, I love you.
okay, so we are back again, and this time Dark Lord has been able to join.
Well, we have a total full roster coming out from BT and TRN8 at this point, and we are finally into the back into the match. It's 2 for BT and 4 for TRN8, and there's a side swap coming out. So, Dots, what do you think? What is going to come up?
So since it's a 5v5 now, I think Battery is gonna enjoy a little bit more advantage, but since it's a 2-4 for them in the scoreboard, so they're gonna play on a little bit on pressure. Like they will have to think twice before going for some aggressive runouts or aggressive plays. While on the other side, TRN is gonna enjoy their late, and they can actually play this round a little bit aggressive, or they can push the armory with the 5-man rush. Even they can play some rush plays due to having a little bit advantage.
Well, yes,
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
we can
defused
see
by attackers.
rush is coming up at this point, but and even defense while BT can play that aggressive run out, maybe seeing that Romat is banned out, that can work out.
Yeah, and it seems like they have got two hard breachers. I don't think it is gonna rush strat. I think they're gonna open office as well as they will try to open armor also. If I'm not wrong, that's something. Being two hard
10
breachers,
seconds to go.
put pressure on the defense side from both directions.
5 seconds remaining.
Land on the whichever side you have the little bit of
Attacker's
risk
objective is
defense
to locate a
setup.
bomb and defuse it.
Right. We see a mute, Legion, Mozzie, Maestro, and Laser Play coming out. There's a lot of intel and there's stand denial coming out from BT. Although I feel like smoke is very useful on this map. What is your take on?
Yeah, I'm not sure you have seen. So, BadTrip Esports have opened one of the armory walls. They make a rotation so that they can rotate easily from armory to CCTV. I think in this place, mid will be a little bit more advantageous. For denying those drones to enter CCTV. So, attacker will be in a blind spot as to how many players are playing in CCTV and should they, go to CCTV or not. As you can take their execution, they have already both office.
Jammer initiated.
Yep, the muter coming out, denying those drone in the intels.
Well, Dark Lord knows that somebody is playing in the offices as the breach has already gone down from Thermite and Flame dispatches of Panda 5v4 situation. Dark Lord throws out that C4 but goes to waste at this point. Sound
There
is
are-
hot.
Attackers have dropped the bomb
There was
diffuser.
another kill from Big Man taking out Supreme. A 5v3 situation as we hear him mute
Attackers
sound
recovered the bomb
coming out
diffuser.
completely. And there Dark Lord takes out Zofia 5v2 situation in favor of BT
The
as
attacker's
both
bomb
the hard
diffuser has been
features
dropped.
are alive. But 5v1
This
now,
is
BT takes
flawless.
out Hibana and Thermite. What a game! What a round! BT having Dark Lord back in their team takes the round away. 3-4 going out.
They not only take the rounds, they actually take it on in flawless fashion without dropping a single player off the board. So yeah, definitely well played from BTE. And like this is what I've been saying. Like like being a defender sided game and having those 5 men on your side will give you a little bit more advantage. And BTE is gonna definitely take that advantage in their side.
Well, that's true. As we see a sixth pick coming out from Flame Blame, going for that Mozzie. Dots, I feel like we have seen so much Mira ban come out that people and teams have
Attackers need to
adapted
locate
in a
and
way
defuse
to
bombs.
play without Mira at this moment.
So I'm not seeing Mira plays from BTE in this for the defense for ventilation, and it's pretty standard to be honest because you don't necessarily need that info while holding the ventilation side. What you need actually, you need to hold the second floor, the armory, for as long as you can to deny the potential vertical plays from the attacking side. Wow, they have opened the wall in the armory section again. I think they want to hold the CCTV again for
5
the
seconds
defense of
remaining.
ventilation. And
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Well, makes a lot of sense as we see Flame Blame holding out to the holding a CCTV so that a proper control cannot be
Attackers have located a
maintained at
bomb.
this point, which is something really important at this point and for this particular site.
so this time TRN is planning to take control from CCTV. Oh, we see already see Sledge trying to push the main door.
But Sledge is
So
a very very important operator when it comes down to vertical gameplay and for the soft walls. Obviously, it can change the way a gameplay is being brought out to.
yeah, and like having two great guns, that SMG-11 along with that L85, two of the great guns with manageable recoil and high damage per second. So yeah, Sledge is a very formidable operator to have on the attacking side, and does and with the addition of two nades, just give you
Well,
a
what are we seeing here? Scriptic takes out Archangel as we hit the 2 minute mark. Well, TRN8 is already having some sort of manpower loss as we see Thermite getting dispatched from Flame Blame again. Flame Blame already on 2 kills. That's some great CCTV control coming out, but Supreme takes out Wingman. 4v3 situation at this point, while Scriptic holds out that cheeky angle in the hallway, trying to get somebody in his crossfire at this point.
so yeah. So still the man advantage is with the defending side, and with 1 minute 9 seconds left on the clock, attacker will have to get the diffuser first and make a way for the
Attackers
plant,
recovered the bomb
and
diffuser.
they don't have that vertical play presence at the moment. So I'm not sure how they're planning to go for the plant without those vertical presence, or at least clearing those roamer from vertical play.
Well, at this point, this is where Puck is a really important operator when it comes out to an upside down vertical gameplay.
Oh, Sledge is also inside. You
Well,
can see
Flame
this is
Flame takes
already inside.
another kill, but no, there's Mozzie to trade back Dark Lord. It's a 3v2, but Dash takes out another kill from Hibana. Only Sledge remaining from the attack side. A 3v1 situation for Sledge to clutch it out, but no, Legion
No,
gets it. Dash gets another kill on Panda, and another round goes to BT at this point. It's
and
it's
it's
again to
level
an
now.
equalizer stage again. Yes.
So yeah, so what I've been saying, so attacking side TRN haven't been able to take control of the top floor. For attacking this ventilation side, you need some sort of control in the armory side, top floor. At least cut off the rotation for the 2 bombs for holding angles. They had Slaves, they had Thatcher. I'm not sure why they didn't push or breach the armory wall or push from the armory side. So yeah, I think what TRN is having a little bit miscommunication in their side,
Well,
and
that's true.
it's costing them rounds after rounds. Already 2 rounds, and it's already 4-4.
Well, for me, Dots, it's going till now. It's a very interesting match. We saw a player disconnect, and still the team going out very strong. We saw a counter strat coming out from TRN8, and it's 4-4. Anything can happen at this point, and we can actually see a potential overtime at this point.
Yeah, and the thing is, TRN should take this particular round, since BadTrip has went for the custom side, and statistically speaking, the custom side, this side is actually a little bit attacking favors this side. So TRN should enjoy that and be able to take at least 1 round
10 seconds
before
to insertion.
BT goes to the armory again. Otherwise, if BadTrip is able to take this round, and it's going to be a real problem for TRNA,
Attackers are moving to
and
defuse the
you
bomb.
can see potential
Bomb diffuser has been
the map being taken away by
recover the
BadTrip
bomb
from
diffuser.
TRNA.
Well, yes, TRN8 can use a round right now. As you said, Siege can be a little, on the defense side, specifically even in a match like Border when there's a lot of close combat fights. So TRN8 having a round at their advantage can can work really well for them.
So we can see the Twitch. So they will be breaching the wall very early, and BadTrip does is not playing any mute. Sorry, I mean no bandit. So there is no potential bandit tricking, and we can see a aggressive push from the Taylor section. Ash is already in the bathroom, trying to push on ventilation, or at least hold a long angle through the custom.
Well, as we can see, there's already a bathroom control. As you said, rods being made, and Twitch tries to see as to where the operators are playing in order to get that CCTV control. She has already lost a drone, cannot afford to lose another at this point. That's pretty important as Hivana goes out for the wall breach of the site. And Wingman takes out Supreme 5v4 going into their favor.
And which is playing the marksman rifle, the DMR, which is pretty unusual, but you don't necessarily see this particular DMR being played from Twitch, especially since you have that F2, the famous, along with the takeoff.
Well, we
And
don't see a lot of TMR coming out, but then again, over here, TRN8 has a good hold of that TMR, and there goes Wingman 4v4 situation. Jackett's pretty low on HP, takes the side, and so is Mozzie. Mute seems to be down right now, and this is not working out really well. As yes, we see Dark Lord being down, and Archangel takes a kill on Flame Blame. Another kill goes down by Panda. What is going on? That's a
there's a flurry
bloodbath
of
going
kills
on
going on
there.
at the moment.
Dash takes out another player. Only Dash remaining from BTE to clutch it out. Pretty, quite possible for him to do it at this point, considering that Jackal is very low on HP as Twitch goes down for that plant.
Okay, so
Jackal
since the main hatch is the close, I think you should go for the plan denial. But
but
no, he looks in the wrong
Archangel,
direction.
yeah, that happens sometimes. Archangel tries, it holds that angle, knowing that where Dash might come from. Takes our Dash, TRN8 taking this round to their advantage.
So yeah, TRN8 taking this round is a good sign for them, since Custom was a little bit attacking favor side, and if they have lost this round, it will be a huge pressure for them. Losing 3 rounds in a row and losing that advantage which TRN was enjoying from the beginning of the game. So winning this round, yeah, it does take up a little bit pressure from their side. And in case of BT, yeah, they won 2 rounds and they just lost custom. Doesn't really matter, since you are now going to Armory Archive and this is your round. You have won this round flawless in your first defense. So yeah, you should be able to do it again. You know.
Attackers need
Well,
to locate and defuse
that
bombs.
is pretty much the scene. But if TRN8 takes out this particular round, they'll be moving forward to the match point, making it a little tougher for BT to have a comeback, since they would only like it would be more of a do and die situation for them at this point to win this match.
Yeah. So yeah, the thing is, if BT loses this round, this particular round, it's very important for BT. And if they loses this one, yeah, so TRN will be going to the match point, and it's gonna be a huge pressure for
10
BadTrip
seconds left
Esports.
before
And
insertion.
once in a BO1, once a team goes to the match point, the losing side
Attackers'
does
objective is to locate a bomb.
pressure starts to like pressing on for the losing side. And a lot of team do lose their minds, or what can I say, lose their cool.
Pressure is real, as we all know it, and the sound quality is also gone. We can now focus on the match without that irritating
Thank God.
voice. We see some, free fires coming out from Ash, going last time. That flame had a great hold on that CCTV.
Disabling electronics.
So this time TRN is taking it a little bit slower in their push and droning her out where they're playing and all.
Knock knock.
But this time also their push is from the office side, from office to archive. You see Dark Lord playing very close to the window. You can see a potential around.
But as we see once again, a flame trying to take the CCTV control and tries
See
to
you on the
peek
other
out.
side.
As on these stairs, I feel like TRN8 is a little stacked out on
Attackers have located a bomb.
stairs at this point, trying to clear out offices. Well, which does point out mute, but Flame is down. He took a fight and got injured. There goes Flame, and Dark Lord is really low on HP. 4v5 in favor of TRN8 at this point. Stripping goes that Jackal might come and Stripping creates
There's a refract
off.
from.
4v4
There's-
is coming out now.
So there's a nice, very good refract from Jaeger on the Jackal, and Jackal being off the board does give a lot of breathing space. I don't know, the Twitch was able to take a lot of HP from mute. He's very aggressive.
Bomb diffuser has
What a
been
shot
dropped.
from mute to the Hibana. There's a C4 potential C4 to the little bit HP from Twitch.
Supreme
Got
tag
some
about
reload.
Dark Lord at this point. It's once again a 3v3. There are flags coming out from both the teams. A lot of trades as Twitch takes out Maestro at this point. 2v3 knows somebody is playing on the side. And there we see Dash going out. Gets a Legion pick. And Cryptic takes out Twitch. Only Ash and Thatcher remaining. And once again, a 2v2 situation. What is going on at this point?
Yeah, being 2v2 situation, I think the advantage is on the defender side, because attacking side have to plan, and so that makes it potential 2v1. So
Swapping mags!
15 seconds
currently,
remaining.
being 12 seconds on the clock, the advantage is all with the defending side. So we can see the defender is trying to plan,
Well, the diffuser
seconds
plant is going down and
like 3-second plan, and no, Jaeger was able to get the frag, and that's it.
that's some coordinated gameplay coming out from Cryptic and Dash. They stopped that plant. Even though Thatcher had that Legion ping going on, he went for that plant. That is something to look at. We look
So
at the scoreboard. There's 4 kills coming out from Dash. Cryptic on a 5 and pretty coordinated plays coming out from BTE, while 3, 2 and 2 coming out from TRN8 at this point.
So, in spite of losing a lot of HP, he was able to take, bring down Ibana. So, with like potential 10 HP, but he was taken down by Thatcher, who was playing on the East tiers. But while all this was happening on the office section, the Ash was playing all alone in the CCTV, and there was potential no one playing. Like Visual was playing at the beginning of the round, but Visual was taken down by
Attackers
Jackal
need to
when
locate
tried
and
to
defuse
rotate
as many
from
bombs as
Castro.
they can.
So if Ash pushed a little bit faster to the objective along with Twitch, I think would have been able to potentially plan a little bit earlier. But since they went for the plan at the very dire moment of the round, so it gave the BT, the Jaeger, a lot of time and a lot of time to move around and get the denial on the catcher. So for their 11th round and 5th round defense, BT is going for simulation, and they're sticking to the same lineup as they got before. Instead of Alibi, they have the option to bring Vigil. So I'm not sure why, since like you haven't had much success with roaming with Vigil, but you have a little bit more success when you were roaming with Alibi. So,
well, Dot, sometimes it might depend from a person to person. Somebody might be a little happier or maybe have a better control over Vigil's stun. That might be a point, or there can be some strategy coming out from BT at this point.
yeah, that's also true. Yeah, some people prefers playing some preference of their guns. Some people doesn't have preference in which gun they play better. And again, also Vigil, like when activating his U1D, like potentially like deny the or discourage the attackers from pushing aggressively. They'll have to drone twice and think twice. Like there might be a Vigil playing at the top floor or below. So Nick's coming out from played already.
Well,
And
that
just
means
take down.
Yeah, that means hits the mark where it was supposed to, and the Wingman getting down. Flame takes out Archangel at the side as Wingman gets revived by his teammate Dash. Flame is trying to take us from 5, but Scripting takes out another player at this point from the attack team. It's a 3v5 situation in favor of BT. But Panda takes out Dark Lord knowing that he might be holding that angle and goes for that kill. A 4v3 situation. With 1 minute 15 seconds remaining on the clock, TRN8 needs to maybe play it a little faster. Now, at this point, Twitch knows that Vigil is playing.
Yes, so the Vigil thing, like Twitch knows that there's a Vigil, but he doesn't know is Vigil playing below or the armory because of the range. So it's gonna discourage Twitch to push armory aggressively. But while we see Sledge already pushing aggressively from the workshop.
Quite possible, and as he gets Wingman's attention, Sledge, goes off, falls back a little, and gets control of the set, showing that his teammate might need.
What a shot!
Might need the help, and yes, as we talked about it, takes out Flame, gets taken out by Dash, and Scripting takes out Supreme. BTE winning another round.
And they have now on match point. And the thing is about Scripting, he was playing support off in the attacking side, and he was a top fragger. And defense with Jaeger, he's just going off and off to the Jaeger, bringing down hill. I think there's a 4K from Scripting in this round. No, it's a 3K. One was for Vigil and one was from Lation. So it's a 3K. I think Scripting took actually what's the kill of Scripting? 8 kills after, and that's after rehost. Like that's after rehost of the swap, So Scripting is having a very nice day with 8-1-1. And we can see that like TRN have cooled down a little bit in terms of getting those frag when they're on the attacking side. When they were in defense, they were having a lot of frags, but after the swap, TRN have cooled down a little bit.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
now,
attackers.
BT being on the forefront and they are on the match point, but the site is custom supply, and like I said before, this side does favor a little bit to the attackers. So yeah, TRN
pretty, I would not say difficult, but yeah, it's a not preferred. It's a site which is not preferred a lot at this point. But I would really like to see how BT holds this out. If they win this round,
10 seconds left before
they win the match. but if they lose this one, we are seeing a potential
5 seconds
overtime.
overtime
left.
coming.
So all the pressures are actually on the TRN8 at this point. You know, like
Attackers objective
BadTrip
is to
can play
defuse the bomb.
aggressively. You know, go
Attackers
for a
have
little
dropped
bit
the
run
bomb
out this
diffuser.
round
Attackers
because
have recovered their
the whole
diffuser.
game we haven't seen any runouts, or any such aggressive plays. So that might take TRN8 a little bit off guard if BadTrip just plan to go for a little bit run out. So you can see two
A
people
bomb has been
roaming.
located.
There's Vigil and Jaeger. With Skiptic playing on the Jaeger, who's having a great time today.
Once again, we see two roamers holding out the first floor as others just hold out the site at this point, and that's a pretty, you know, known strat at this point, which can work out in their favor as we see Zotac picking out that fight with Vigil.
So already 1 minute of the clock right now, and the attacker are yet to take control of any map control. To be honest, I think they're still outside of the map. Yep, they haven't been able to take CCTV control or anything at all. So the attacker are in a pinch and they're playing passively. And
There
what I'm
was a
saying,
kill.
that Skiptic was able
There was
to
a
take a
kill
kill on
from
Sledge.
BT. Scriptic takes a sledge, and Flame takes a Zofia. That
Defender has
roaming
left the
potential
designated
is
staging
coming
area.
out.
Defender
The Flame
exposed.
takes an aggressive kill rather on Zofia. We must have missed it, but that was some great run out I am expecting.
Yeah, they were saying like since like they have the advantage, they're in the match point, and like they can take those risks. And
Scriptic
so
takes
Scripting
out.
has finally been taken out after getting two important frags, and it's 2v4 for the
Scriptic
attacking
takes out
side. And
another.
yeah,
Supreme trades it off. 4v2 situation coming out in favor of BT. Archie knows where Vigil is playing. Goes for some, static free fires, but
P5
decides to
kilowatts.
fall back at this point. But no,
What a wall bang!
Archangel takes out Wingman with that wall bang.
It's
We
pretty
know some
doable, but no, there's a Vigil comes on top, taking that head off from the Jackal, and with that, BT is able to take the map
Well,
from
there was
TRN8.
the match to BT with Flame taking out a great 4K at this point with the Vigil, if I'm not wrong. But we saw some
No,
amazing
it's a
great
3K, I think.
gameplays coming out from both TRN8 Valiants and BT at this point. That's some great gameplay coming out on a map like Border.
And the MVP surely goes to the Scriptic because he played really well on attack with that Hibana. He was able to get those early frags for BadTrip, and in defense with Jaeger, he was just off the charts. Like he was
Well,
all over the place and getting all the frags
that's
for his
true.
team.
That was some great power. That's it for today, guys. We'll see you again back with with other matches coming up. Stay tuned on Ariel's channel and do not forget to subscribe. Good night.
And have a nice day. Good night.